Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So throughout the course of this year, as I have been posting, Microsoft has been deprecating and ending support for a couple of features that have been around in Windows now for many years. And the reason for deprecating and ending support for some of the more legacy, older built-in apps and features is because in most cases, the older features have now been and are being replaced with newer improved features. So it does make sense for Microsoft to start removing some of the more older legacy aspects of the OS, which I always think is a nice move when they do debloat Windows from time to time, because it does just make the OS a little bit more lightweight when they debloat Windows 10 and Windows 11, which I always think is a nice move in the right direction. Now, this is by no means a comprehensive list. This is just a quick summary of some of the key features that Microsoft has deprecated throughout 2023. And if you want more information regarding each individual feature, then just do a search accordingly on the channel, because I have posted some content previously. This is just going to be a quick summary. Now, just on a side note, when a feature is deprecated, in most cases, it is still available in the OS, but it means that Microsoft has ended support and they will remove the feature completely from Windows in an up-and-coming future update. So just take note of that. Now, I would say that one of the key features that was deprecated in Windows 10 and Windows 11 this year is Cortana, which as a standalone app is no more. And as many of you will know by now, Cortana has been replaced with Copilot. Now, Cortana was a digital assistant where Copilot brings centralized AI. So Copilot is an artificial intelligent assistant. And the reason Microsoft has deprecated Cortana is because they are now focusing a lot more in bringing artificial intelligence into future versions of Windows 10 and Windows 11. So Cortana now has made way for Copilot. And Cortana, as mentioned, has been around in Windows since Windows 10 launched back in 2015. Moving on to the next, which is WordPad. And I'm actually quite sorry to see WordPad being deprecated, because I do use it from time to time in the OS, and it's one of those features that is buried quite deep in the OS. So if you don't know where to find WordPad, just do a search accordingly. And WordPad has been around in Windows since 1995, and basically is a rich text editor, which means that it can open and support Word documents. And a lot of Microsoft's attention now is focused on Notepad. And although Microsoft is focusing a lot more on bringing new features to Notepad, Notepad is not a rich text editor. So it doesn't carry support for Word documents. But nonetheless, Microsoft now has decided to deprecate and remove WordPad from Windows 10 and Windows 11, which, as mentioned, I'm a little bit sad to see go, because I do use it from time to time. Now, the next two are Mail and Calendar, which are going to be completely removed throughout the course of next year, 2024. And that's because Microsoft now is focusing a lot of their attention on the new Outlook for Windows, which is now becoming more widely and generally available. And the new Outlook for Windows basically is a web app, as many of you will know by now, and does carry support for both Mail and Calendar in the actual app. So Mail and Calendar are going to be completely removed in Windows next year. And as mentioned, the new Outlook for Windows is replacing both those services. Moving on to Windows Tips. Now, this is also one of those features that's buried quite deep in the OS. So if you don't know where to find it, just do a search accordingly. And Windows Tips basically is an app that lets you learn about new features that are rolling out, especially if you have just installed the operating system, and you can see, you can check out things like take a tour of Windows, organize your desktop, and so on. So this app has been deprecated, and Microsoft has ended support. And if you need to find out some more info about features and Windows as a whole, you can head over to the new Get Help, or the Get Help app that is found in Windows 11, and this will provide you now with the information that was previously available in Windows Tips. Then another feature that's also no more is Windows Speech Recognition. And for Windows Speech Recognition, we're just going to head over quickly to our settings, accessibility, and here we're going to scroll down to speech. And here we get Windows speech recognition, which is a classic voice command feature to help you interact with your PC and dictate text, available in multiple languages. Now, this has been around in Windows since Windows Vista back in 2006. And as I've mentioned previously, Windows speech recognition is being replaced with voice access, which is a more modern voice command feature to help you interact with your PC and dictate text. So Windows speech recognition has also been deprecated. And then just to mention the next one is Steps Recorder, which is a legacy component. I think that's been around in Windows since Windows 7 and was a feature that's very similar to snipping tool. So the Steps Recorder is now also deprecated, and I have posted on this previously. If you want more info, just do a search for Steps Recorder. And then the last one, just to mention for today, and as mentioned, these are just some of the key highlights. There are a couple of others, but these are just most that I thought you would be interested in. And the last one to mention for today is the Microsoft Support Diagnostic Tool, MSDT for short. And if you don't know where that is, just do a search for MSDT. There we go. And basically, it's used to gather diagnostic data, which then can be sent to Microsoft for analysis and just to help with solving problems on Windows 10 and Windows 11. And the MSDT tool, it even says troubleshooters have moved and this tool will be retired. So basically, this has also been removed and deprecated, and most of these features have also now been moved to the Get Help app, as far as I know and as far as I'm aware. So that's just a brief overview of some of the key features that Microsoft has deprecated and will eventually completely remove from Windows 10 and Windows 11, which I think is a nice move when they do debloat the OS, as I mentioned at the start of this video. And that's just some of the features that are no more and have been deprecated throughout the course of this year and will eventually be removed next year from Windows 10 and Windows 11 in 2024. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the other side.